In this video, we're going to be looking at how to solve simultaneous equations. Now, there's two ways to solve simultaneous equations. The first way is by using a process known as substitution. And the second way is by using a method called elimination. And we're going to look at substitution in this video. So let's have a look at an example of a question where we can use substitution. So we're going to focus on solving this simultaneous equation here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite one of these two equations in terms of just one variable. And what I mean by that is this. I can see in this equation here, in this second equation, I can rewrite it as y equals to 6 plus 4x. And the way I did that was I just added 4x to both sides. And so now what I've done is I've rearranged the second equation for just one variable, y. So if I were to give these equations a number, this would be the first equation, this would be the second equation, and I would call this third equation 2 prime, where I've just modified the second equation. So now what I can do is I can substitute this second equation into the first one. And I'm going to write it like this, equation 2 dash into equation 1. And so now what I can do is I'm just going to substitute this y over here for y. Because I know y is equal to 6 plus 4x, I know that the y here has to also be 6 plus 4x. So what I'll have is 2 times 6 plus 4x, take 3x equals to 4. Then what I can say is I can say that 12 plus 8x minus 3x equals to 4, and then 5x equals to minus 8. And that means x equals to minus 8 over 5. So I've solved for one variable. The way we solve for the other variable is we could either substitute x into one of these two original equations, but what I find easier is we can just substitute it into the modified second equation. Because if we substitute in this value for x, we'll just get at y straight away. So let's do that right now. Y equals to 6 plus minus 8 on 5 times 4, which is minus 32 on 5. And using this, I can say that y is the same as minus 2 over 5. And the way I did that really quick was 6 is the same thing as 30 divided by 5. And 30 divided by 5 minus 32 divided by 5 is simply just minus 2 over 5. That means the value of x is equal to minus 8 on 5, and the value of y is equal to minus 9 on 5. Let's have a look at another example. Pause the video and give this one a try. So the first thing we have to do is we have to rearrange one of these two equations so we get it in terms of just one variable. And from what I can see, it's very easy to rearrange this first equation. So I'm going to rearrange that first equation into y equals 3 plus 4x. And the way I did that was I just added 4x to both sides. So then what I can say is this is just the first equation modified. And if I modify the first equation, I can't put it back into the first equation. I have to put this, whatever this value or expression is, into the second equation. So this will then be me substituting in the modified first equation into the second equation. We'll have 2 times 3 plus 4x minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. And using this, I can then say 6 plus 8x minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. And that means that 3x plus 12 equals to 0. 3x equals to minus 12. That means x equals to minus 4. And now if I want to solve for y, I'm going to just substitute the value I found into the modified equation. The modified equation over here. So that means that y equals to 3 plus 4, And we just worked out x is minus 4, so minus 4 here. And y therefore equals to 3 take 12, then y equals to minus 9. And that's the value here. X equals minus 4, y equals minus 9. Now we're going to have a look at this example over here. We can't just rearrange for p or q. We actually have to take a little bit more time and a little bit more steps. So the first thing I have to do is I have to rearrange one of these two equations for either p or for q. It's personal preference. It doesn't matter which one you use. They will all give you the same answer. But the lower the number, or the more integer-like the number is, the easier the question is going to be. And so I'm just going to choose to rearrange for p over here. So if I were to do that, I would have 2p equals to minus 3 minus 5q. And that means that p equals to minus 3 over 2 minus 3 over 2 minus 5 over 2q. And that is my equation 1 modified. And so if I've modified the first equation, I have to put this into the second equation. So what I can do now is I can substitute it in. So in this equation, I'm just replacing p with this expression here. So 7 times minus 3 over 2 minus 5 over 2q minus 2q equals to 6. And now I can expand. I can expand this side over here by just timesing the inside first term by 7, then timesing the next term by 7 as well. So then this will become minus 21 over 2 minus 35 over 2q minus 2q, and that equals to 6. Next, I can combine the q's over here. And the way we combine the q's is we treat this like it's an object. We treat it like it's a number of something. If I have minus 35 on 2q's minus 2q's, I'll have minus 35 on 2 minus 2q's. That's how many I'll have. So we need to work out what this is here. And the way I would do that is the way I would do it is minus 2 is the same thing as minus 4 divided by 2. And we can very easily do this minus 35 over 2 because they have the same base. So this means that minus 21 over 2 minus 39 over 2q equals to 6. Then I'm going to move this to the other side. And the way I'm going to do it is by adding 21 on 2 to both sides. So I have minus 39 on 2 equals to 6 plus 21 over 2. And if we wanted to simplify this expression over here, then this is the same thing as 12 over 2 plus 21 over 2. And that's the same thing as 33 over 2. And there we have it. Then if we want to simplify, we just divide both sides by 39 over 2. And a quick tip, if we wanted to divide both sides by this whole value here, the first thing I can do is I can simply cancel out these 2's on both sides because I'm already timesing by a half or dividing by 2. So then what this becomes is it becomes 33 minus 33 over 39. And that is the value of q. And if we wanted to actually simplify this, we can find that there is a factor of 3 common between these two. And if there's a factor of 3, that means we can simplify it into minus 11 over 13. So that is the value of q. Next, what I'm going to do is we can substitute that value of q into the modified equation, and we can work out the value of p. And the way we're going to work out the value of p is just substitute it into here. That is a modified equation. You always substitute it back into the modified equation. So then we can say that p is equal to minus 3 over 2 minus 5 over 2 times by q. And we just worked out q was minus 11 on 13. So then we can times by the 5 on 2. So then we have minus or I should say plus, as the minus times minus is positive, we have 55 divided by 26. And we know we can times the top and bottom here of this fraction by 13 and 13. So this is the same thing as minus 39 over 26 plus 55 on 26. And our answer becomes 55 minus 39, which is 16 over 26, and that simplifies to 8 over 13. And so that is the value of P.